when you're in situations that are not ideal, you have to treat those situations like they're the most majestic shit in the world. Like, you have to be able, the universe, God, spirit, whoever, have to be able to trust you with small shit. You have to be faithful to small things to be trusted with big things. And I used to clown people, them little memes that used to be like, if you can't be trusted with $100, how you gonna be trusted with $1,000? And I used to be like, man, I still got some issues with that, but I do. So let me give an example. For example, I moved to New York in 2013. It's expensive. It is truly multicultural. It takes a level of fortitude and grind that I never had to tap into, that I actually did not think I had to tap into, which I realized I did have, but I had to dig real deep. My first living situation in New York City was, oh Jesus. I went to, there's this place in Harlem called, it's not quite Harlem, but it's on 145th and like Riverside, called New York City Rooms for Rent. And I think it's still there. You give them $250, $300, and for 30 days, they give you unlimited addresses, and you go look at rooms until you find a room. So I found a room on 137th and Broadway by the 1 train. Actually, my bedroom window, the reason why I wear earplugs to sleep now is from that room, because my bedroom faced the train stop. 5 bedroom, 1 bathroom. There were at least 10 people at a time that lived in that apartment. It was owned by a man whose English name is Alex, which is not his government name. He's Yemen. And there would be cousins that would cycle in and out of this, there would be cousins and relatives of Alex that would cycle in and out of the U.S. from Yemen to work in Alex's bodegas. He owns probably 5 bodegas up and down Broadway in Harlem to Heights area. And if you know anything about Yemen, they use bidets. But if you know anything about the U.S., bidets are not standard in the U.S. So they had a makeshift bidet in the bathroom. They would drip water out of the tub when they would step onto the floor. It was just 1 bathroom. Men lived there. It was a lot going on in that apartment on that room that I rented from New York City Rooms for Rent for $600. Because remember, I left an affiliate apartment for $600. So I needed something comparable. So that was what I could get in New York City. $650 a month for a room. So I went from my own apartment to a room. 1 of 5 bedrooms, where some of the bedrooms had up to 3 people living in there, 1 bathroom. And yeah, Ashley, water on the floor. And I am a particular nigga. I am particular. And that wet floor shit in the bathroom is something that sends me over. So I had to wear my shower shoes in the shower, etc. It was a lot going on. And then I moved from that room directly up the street to 160 something in Broadway. Had my own bathroom, own bedroom. It was cute. Then the girl who owned that one wanted to make a family. She had a partner. They wanted to expand their family, so they kicked me and the other roommate out because it was only a 3-bedroom. Cool. I'm gonna get to the point of this live. Then unbeknownst to me, if my friend Jamila was on this call, if y'all see Madam Mensura, that's Jamila. Unbeknownst to me, I moved into a full-fledged trap house. I mean trap house. They batched K2, and I'm teaching at Columbia at this point. I used to always joke and be like, imagine, Columbia professor lives in a trap house. But it's true, I lived in a trap house. I had my own room. It was much nicer than the first room, the Yemen room. But I kept all of those rooms no less than I keep my beautiful DC loft that I live in right now. I cleaned those rooms. I decorated those rooms. I took care of those rooms. And it hit me today in meditation. God said, I trust you with this that you have now because you showed me that I could trust you with little. I kept the room with the 5 bedrooms just as clean and meticulous. I kept the trap house room just as clean and meticulous. I kept the smaller room with the girl who had the family just as clean and meticulous. And then after that, I moved to Atlanta for 5 months, came back, had a couple of other rooms. I've moved in New York City probably I moved at least 11 times in 10 years. More times than I had ever moved in my life. And my whole point of this live is saying, if you cannot expect the universe to open up and drop manna from heaven if you don't take care of the little shit you got. If all you can say and do is complain about the little shit, please be clear that the universe is not going to say, well, let me give you some big shit. And if it gives you big shit, that big shit is probably not going to last and not going to be permanent. And I'm not saying to brag on myself. I am saying that I got this word as to, I just was in deep gratitude today in meditation. Like, dear God, I live in my dream loft. Let me tell you something. I have dreamt of an industrial loft. If you have ever listened to me talk about a dream apartment, I told you, you probably heard me say, I want there to be concrete floors. I want there to be pipes running through the ceiling. I want even a brick wall. I want nothing but windows. My current home, the staircase leading to the second floor is even on the same side of my mind that it has always been. It has always been on the left side. In my current home, even the staircase is on the side that I have been envisioning since I was 16 years old. I drive a gunmetal gray Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I'm not bragging, but I'm telling you, I have wanted a Jeep Grand Cherokee since high school. It is one of the many cars. I mean, I don't need all the cars that I've said I wanted, but it is one of the many cars that I have wanted. And so I'm in meditation today, and I'm just like crying because I'm like, this shit is really, I'm living my dream. I'm living inside of one of my dreams right now. And it hit me. God said, it's because you proved yourself with little. You proved yourself living in a 5-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment with men and women from Yemen. If you follow me on Facebook, you've heard me talk about Miss Linda. Miss Linda was the person that lived in the room next to me. You were a steward of a trap house room. That bitch still owe me $500. Katandra in Harlem on 126 and 5th Avenue. I'm never gonna get that $500. I know, I just need to accept it. I still haven't quite accepted that bitch owe me $500. But my whole point is, if you are not a steward of the small, please be clear that the universe probably is not going to be able to trust you with the grand. It probably, you must be just as grateful in the sowing season as you are in the reaping season. You gotta be. I know it's probably a scripture. I'm sure it's the scripture that says there's a season for everything. And Janelle, I didn't faint. I might have cried and wailed like a spoiled brat sometimes, but I didn't faint. And if you are in a moment where you're like, fuck, when am I going to get over this hurdle? You get to feel like that. You get to feel like, when the fuck is this going to be over? This trial and tribulation. And you must be a steward of that moment. You can't be treating the apartment you don't like shit, thinking the universe is going to be like, well, let me give you something else. You can't treat, even if you don't like the living situation, you still need to keep that shit clean. You need to decorate that shit to feel like a home. You need to invest energy into that shit, just like what you're going to do when you get what you really want. That hit me today, that I have one of my dream homes because I was faithful over the things, even if I wasn't the happiest. It's not fun living in a fucking trap house, y'all. I got stories for days. Cop sweeps. Walking past them batching K2 and dope. And dope for me is heroin. I know we've probably had that conversation. Some people call crack dope. Dope is heroin in New Orleans. Come on, homeless, the homeowner. For those of you who are struggling, be a steward over the small things. Steward $1,000 like you would steward $10,000. Yeah, that's the word. Steward the small so you can get the large. I don't know, but I don't think I wouldn't probably even understand and know about manifesting if I hadn't I would never want to go back to living in a trap house. But baby, I made the best of that trap house experience. Motherfuckers didn't even, my mama don't know I lived in a trap house. And I didn't like check out and like pretend like I was somewhere else. I didn't do that. I was very much so grounded in reality that this motherfucker, the only thing separating me from somebody batching dope is a wall. But that was not, maybe 7 months of my life, child. I would go teach them that MSW program at Columbia every Thursday and every Tuesday from the trap house. I would catch a train or a walk because it was close to Columbia and go right back to the trap house, and students had no idea. The professor, child. But I'm just saying, my whole point is steward the small with as much vigor as you would steward the thing you quote unquote really want. That's where I'm at. Because the goal is glory to glory to glory. So even though this is one of my dream homes, I'm a steward this motherfucker just as well. Cause baby, when Dave comes by every blue moon to drop off mail or something, he done picked up the wrong envelope in the mailbox, my landlord, he be like, Zarandrian, he from Iran. He be like, Zarandrian, you keep my home, you keep my home. Yes, Dave, I'm gonna keep your home. Just like if I own this motherfucker. I'm not gonna fuck your shit up. Cause you know they think niggas live trash. No. We keep shit clean over here. So that's really all I have to say to all 14 of y'all entertaining me. Steward the small. Steward where you are with as much, whatever the word is, as you would if it was like your dream. So that when you get your dream, you'll know how to handle it. So that's it. Any questions, comments before I log off? Because I'm about to log off if y'all don't have nothing to say, baby. Enjoying DC is an understatement. It is hands down one of the best decisions I've made for myself in a long time. So I've always loved DC though. But yes, I am beyond glad I left. You know, I miss Harlem because I love Harlem. But you welcome, Jossie. Please heal. Slow down. I don't need to know what you had surgery. I just need you to slow down. Take care of your body. Drink a lot of water. Keep decorating because you was amazing at that. But make sure you be like taking care of yourself. Okay? Okay. You welcome, Tyranny. All right, y'all. Bye.